It's day 318. We're going to try and put that shed up. I've got a new mount because I keep breaking them, and I'm going to mount the time-lapse camera, putting the framework up, see what that looks like. I've got another one as well that clips onto stuff, so we can try and get some footage of the girders going up. Something I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But I keep buying cheap ones for like £10 a piece, and they keep breaking. So maybe I should buy a £30 one, but for now I'll just keep buying the £10 ones and see how we get on. Got some jam jars to smash up. Let's put in some cement, stop the rats coming underneath one of the sheds. Just going to get the tractor on this trailer now, ready to go up to the other yard. And then Christine's told me I need to shut the door because the pigeons have been coming in and pooing on the top of the motorhomes. Did I tell you I hire out motorhomes? Just thought it would be a good idea because no one could go on holiday, so I bought 3 motorhomes to hire out, but unfortunately they're all parked up because no one could go on holiday, but hopefully in the summer they'll be busy. So if you want to, go to your-motorhome.co.uk. That John Deere did have a nice cab, but I mean, this tractor does have a nice cab as well, to be honest. Look at that, the way it's laid out. Joystick perfectly placed, spool valves just at the side of them. Nice big clear screen, a handle, which is dead handy because you can hold the handle and use the roller button, or put your hand in it and press the functions, so when you're going over bumps you still get all the different things to press. Whereas a John Deere, it didn't have that round it and you couldn't do that. I think the scroll was down here somewhere. But the new Fendt, that's now an iPad. It's like a big square there, and it looks really cool. Climate control, radio, and that's the control panel for one of the drills. Nice rail to clamp everything to as well, but only one door. The John Deere did have 2 doors, I'll give it that. This is the trailer that's put in the shed with a Merlot, and it's on like a crazy angle in that wall. I'm going to pick it up on a diagonal with a tractor, which luckily you can do with a thread because you can use the pickle pins without the link arm still up down. If you're using any other tractor, that link arm there would have been hitting the drawbar. There we go. We have the shed out of the way. It's going to put the chipper in a bit to the teeth on it. It's near the workshop. Adam's cleaning the Merlot, or detailing the Merlot as people call it. From YouTube. That's definitely gone, that bearing. And look at the shaft. It's totally worn out. So we need 35mm bar to go in there. Amazing. Definitely worn that. That there is worn. It should be 32mm like that. So we're going to weld that to that end and put it the other way around in the auger, so that we've got something to mount the bearing on. We'll try and get that welded and made flat and dead square. Just tacked it on now, rolled it around the floor so it looks square. So I'll weld it up now, because we have to do it in stages, otherwise as the weld cools it'll curl it over. I think that's rough enough. Should be quite strong, that. Just checking it's square in the lathe, and I think that's pretty good. So I'll weld it into the auger now. So that'll go back in there. Weld that back up onto that. Good as new. Knackered that in it. Just cut it off and put a new one on. Make a new one. First girder getting lifted in. Set the time lapse up here. Hopefully we'll get some of the frame up today, if not at all. But we'll just have to see. Trying to be in 2 places at once. The lads are working up here and then we're obviously fixing the boiler at the other farm. Just drill the holes now. Make sure they're all square down the string line. Oldest bit of technology, still working. String line, and then put a bit of resin in and then bolts, and then as they tighten up they'll expand and grip in the hole. All the pillars in place. I didn't have a 36mm drill bit, so I've plasmaed a hole. It's a bit brutal, but it fits. It's not good at all. Better than that one though. Just gonna load Ben with Chip, but he's not shut his back door properly. Ben! Ben! Can't hear me. Ben! Get out. That's better. Now that all come out of there on Saturday, now it won't all go back in. Must be springy now, it's dry. Just about fitted. A little bit of a sprinkling. Some people don't have tippers. Half worked. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen today. Quite pleased with that new end. It's welded on now. Look at that, it looks like it's welded by a robot. Big hole in the floor. Well, that's where the cyclone drops the ash out, so it comes through that like paddle wheel. And then there's another one of them that's got rubber flaps on that we're just changing at the front here. That's what they call a cell lock, stops the air and flames shooting up and setting fire to the wood chip. So it's getting worn out, so we're going to change this block now, put a new one in. Looks expensive though.
It's good, but it would be quicker. Because we would have the bulb,
just lift the auger back in it now, it'll be fine. It's not even worn at all, that though, is it? Other than that end that we fixed. Go up a bit. Just lifting that back for the hole in the wall. Is it going to work now? Hey, it's quiet as well. Is that the wrong way?
The wrong way, yeah.
Let's swap the phases. Oh. Today's quiz question is, does anyone know what that is? There'll be loads of people that maybe live in dry climates. Well, I've probably given it too much of a clue there, haven't I? We've refurbed the ash auger now, put that in position, that's all working. It was turning the wrong way, so we're going to swap the phases round now. The wire was actually damaged when we took it off, so we've had to cut a bit off that got water in it. That's all working. Just going to change this cell lock now, which is dead heavy, so we're going to build some pallets up and try and slide one out and slide the new one in. It's now 5 o'clock and it's still daylight, which is good. Get more work done every day now. Gonna go up to the yard in a minute, see how they're getting on with the framework. I've been backwards and forwards. So we're gonna go and see how it's going. Just gonna slide this rotary valve out now, so it drops the chip into that auger there, and that feeds it into the boiler. But it's knackered inside there, so we're just gonna slide it onto these pallets, try and lift it down, get it out, lift the new one in, slide it back on. Got the old cell lock out and it's knackered, it's all chewed up inside. So get the new one in now. Show you with the camera, so it's all bent and all the rubber's knackered. So it's not sealing, it's not airtight, so it means it can suck its own air in the sides, or if the chip went on fire underneath, it could blow up. Well, not blow up, but it could cause a fire to everything. So you have to keep it well maintained. That's what it should look like. It's like an airtight seal, isn't it, every time it goes round. Time-lapse camera on the wall died, but got all the pillars up now. Yeah, it's now going dark at the other yard. The time-lapse camera's died, unfortunately. It's been quite slow putting the pillars up because we have to drill every hole and resin every puddle, every bolt hole. So it's not as quick as if you got it on bolt boxes, but we didn't have any bolt boxes the other day when we were pouring the concrete, and we knew we were in a hurry doing it. So it's taking shape though. We'll lift the apexes in probably tomorrow. I think it's going to go dark soon. We won't be able to see what we're doing. Just brought some angle irons up though, but looks good. Filling the gap nicely that was there. The braces in now, so just strengthen it. The light's beating us now, so we're going to carry on tomorrow, get the apexes up, get the timbers on, then we can measure up for the roof, because we want to keep the roof as tight as we possibly can to the other brick building, because that's the one it's protecting. And then also we can put a seal along the side of it, so any driving rain that hits that wall won't run down inside the building. lighting the spoiler from the weed flame gun because the pump's gone knackered on the electronic fuel igniter.
What is that?
What is that? That's the question, Andrew. That is the question. It's a nut for reinforcing bar. So when you're concreting, you put rebar through the concrete. This screws on or hammers up tight, and then afterwards you unscrew it and then you cut the rebar off flush. So it's got a rough thread in there that grips on rebar. Loads of people actually got that right. Busy day in the workshop, busy day out putting the shed up. Things happening everywhere, wood chip coming in and out, bloody sand, everything. Anyway, I just had a phone call, something very exciting's coming on Friday. I can't tell you what it is. In fact, there's two things probably coming on Friday, but Friday's going to be a good day. I think Fent's coming to see me tomorrow as well about tractors, and obviously we've been in talking to John Deere as well, so we're not sure. We might swap one of the tractors, but we'll see if it works. That's about it. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll have a go with the quiz. And another thing actually this will be interesting to know is everyone a farmer that's watching? Because if you are, let me know, and if you're not, let me know as well. I'd be interested to know who finds what I'm doing interesting every day. I know I'm a farmer and we're on a farm, but a lot of what we're doing at the moment seems to be engineering and workshop and mechanicking and stuff, but that's just the way the seasons go, and we're trying to get on top of all this kind of stuff ready for when we get busy in the spring drilling. So thanks for watching. Click subscribe, because I've nearly got 5,000 subscribers, and if everyone that's watching subscribes, then I'll have over 5,000. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh yeah, thanks to Andrew as well that's managed to speak to someone, and apparently I should be able to put that reg on the combine when it arrives.